Ward 6 is centrally located and it serves as the eastern boundary to West Little Rock and is the western boundary to downtown or central Little Rock. Ward 6 is referred to as West Central Little Rock.
The area is encased by 4 boundaries, which are University Avenue as its eastern boundary, Markham Street is the northern boundary, Shackelford Road is the western boundary, and Colonel Glenn Road is the southern boundary.
Other major thoroughfares in the area include John Barrow Road, Canis Road, 12th Street, and 36th Street.
There are 6 parks within Ward 6, which include Boyle, Canis, Kiwanis, Rebsamen Tennis Center, Rosedale, and Union.
Some of the other features which highlight the beauty of the area are its natural amenities such as Rock Creek and Hidden Lake in Boyle Park, Fouche Creek, and Panther Creek.
Other landmarks include Baptist Hospital, Aldersgate Methodist Camp, Sid McMath Library, and Parkview High School.
Ward 6 makes up about 13% of Little Rock's population. Over 26,000 residents call Ward 6 home.
Recently, new developers have also moved in, such as Shackelford Crossing Mall, Park Avenue Mall, 2 dialysis centers, a come-and-go gas station, an assisted living development, Panera Bread, Dunkin' Donuts, a pediatric center, and more have moved in.
Despite these new business developments, Ward 6 has been referred to as economically stagnant and declining. The area is thought of as an area with fleeing businesses, high crime rates, absent or aging infrastructure, and poor housing stock. There is such a low public perception of Ward 6.
But there is a solution, and it's one that makes sense with a real return on investment, and it's called
the Ward 6 Transformation Plan, redefining who we are.
It starts with John Barrow. The plan calls for creating a design overlay district, improving existing infrastructure, developing streetscapes with roundabouts and decorative medians, enhancing our parks, and developing community-requested projects. These improvements are based on past studies, needs assessments, and resident surveys.
The Ward 6 Transformation Plan benefits constituents of Ward 6, Little Rock residents, motorists, naturalists, historians, and visitors, and here's how it works.
Funding from the city is funneled into each ward, utilizing Ward 6's allocation and citywide projects funds. A series of 12 special projects will be implemented.
The city then partners with private developers and philanthropic organizations to leverage its resources. Some of these resources will be through the use of its city departments such as Planning and Development, Public Works, Parks and Recreation, and Housing and Neighborhood Programs.
These departments will be the heart and soul of revitalizing Ward 6.
And by improving John Barrow, it triggers a ripple effect that revitalizes Ward 6, which in turn revitalizes the city of Little Rock.
But you can't improve something until you know and understand what you have and where you want to go.
And here are the 12 proposed special projects of the Transformation Plan.
The plan proposes to redesign the 36th Street Bridge to mimic the late 19th century cast iron ornate bridges. The choice of cast iron reflects the desire of the community to revitalize its history. The bridge will also act as a gateway into the new Union Park Historic District. At the bridge's end, everyone will be able to sit and enjoy the new design on the paved peninsula.
Don't forget to read the history of Union Park Historic District on the plaque or learn about the history of the CCC workmen who are responsible for developing Union and Boyle Parks shortly after World War II. Up next are 2 more projects that are intertwined. They are the Union Park Historic District's affordable housing and its museum.
The Union Park Historic District is a project which plans to replace the existing rental properties with a row of townhomes. They are to be located on the corners of 36th and Potter Streets and 36th and Walker Streets. The townhomes will be cradled around Union Park. These new townhomes, coupled with the park as its centerpiece, will attract young families from different socioeconomic backgrounds, achieving our goal of a mixed-income community. As a part of this project, certain enhancements will be installed.
This makes up our 4th project, 36th Street Union Park Enhancements. The project involves installing banner light poles that will honor the 52 churches which helped establish this historic district.
The Union Parks Park Project. Here is a bit of interesting history about Ward 6 that I bet you didn't know. In 1902, a group of 52 Negro churches comprised of former slaves called the Colored Sunday School Union purchased a plot of land from the Honorable John Barrow and his wife Catherine. and in 1936, Negro Park was created. Over the years, the park has changed its name from Negro Park to Union Picnic Grounds to West End Park back to Union Park. When the park was originally created during the Great Depression, it served as a place where African Americans could come and rejoice in life, even though times were hard. Just as the park served as a centerpiece or gathering place for community interaction in the past, it will be remarketed as such again, highlighting its historic value as well as establishing a distinctive image for the area.
The park has historical significance, but so does what lies in the park. This brings us to our fifth project, Union Park Historic District Museum. Shortly after the park was developed, a cabin was built on the picnic grounds. This cabin was destroyed by fire, and all that remained was its foundation. The John Barrow Historical Society wants to take the remains and restore it to its original design and glory.
The replica, in turn, will become the Union Park Historic District's museum. Area residents have pledged artifacts to go in the museum. In addition, many artifacts can be procured from other sources such as the Works Progress Administration and oral histories.
The sixth project is the John Barrow Corridor. This project proposes establishing a Design Overlay District, or DOD, on John Barrow Road. It involves installing landscape medians in various locations on John Barrow. As more funds become available or developers come in, more medians will be installed. Other features involve establishing gateways on both the north end near Arvest Mortgage Operations Center and Baptist Hospital Administration Building, and south end near the soon-to-be constructed West Central Sports Complex. In addition to developing John Barrow as a DOD, the plan involves developing John Barrow into a medical hub, receiving spillage from Canis Road.
The seventh project is the Magnum Opus Housing Development Project. Magnum Opus Park is a proposed housing development for seniors and persons with disabilities.
The planned community will be made up of fourplexes, which will bring additional supportive housing to the area. Little Rock's first and only barrier-free living corridor will serve as the western gateway to I-430 and West Little Rock. The development will blend the two architectural designs of the existing Covenant Cove community and the proposed Union Park Historic District, bringing housing continuity among the three developments. Using the same cast iron benches of the proposed 36th Street Bridge, senior and disabled residents can stroll and ride in their wheelchairs throughout this walkable community. Others may sit under covered bus benches while waiting for CAT buses to take them to their destinations. This new barrier-free living corridor will aid seniors and people with disabilities in living an independent life.
The 36th Street Roundabout brings us to the eighth project.
The plan proposes redesigning the existing roundabout and upgrading the sidewalks and pedestrian crossings, making it safer and more appealing to pedestrians and motorists. Installing street trees and expanding the sidewalk on the 36th Street from Dover to Shackelford Road down to Shackelford Crossings Mall is part of its goal.
The West Central Sports Complex is the ninth project. The land was donated to the city by the Rosedale Optimist Club, and it includes fields for baseball, soccer, and other field sports.
The project proposes to expand on the existing offerings by including an indoor swimming pool, outdoor splash pads, playgrounds, and more. The indoor facilities will house other sports such as basketball, indoor walking, and aerobics. It will also house multi-purpose rooms, meeting and classrooms, and even a banquet hall and kitchen. The benefits of the sports complex will be substantial to the community. The benefits include an increase in mental health, physical health, and social well-being. The sports complex provides several underlying benefits to the youths as well.
It provides a way to channel their energy and anger, a way to lessen or eliminate their frustration and boredom. And with that, this complex becomes one step closer to preventing them from falling into a life of non-beneficial, even illegal activities.
The last three projects involve enhancing our parks: Canis Park, Rebsamen Tennis Center, and Boyle Park. The plan proposes redesigning the skate park at Canis Park and establishing a botanical garden there as well.
The Rebsamen Tennis Center project involves beautifying the grounds, and the Boyle Park project involves establishing the park as an Audubon certified wildlife sanctuary, branding the park as an oasis in the middle of the city, opening up the horse riding trail, highlighting the fishing tournaments, and establishing a kite flying festival.
The plan's goal is to create a better, safer, and more efficient Ward 6.
The philosophy is by revitalizing the area, it mends its reputation, which attracts businesses, which progresses the infrastructure through design overlay district requirements,
which further advances the aesthetics, which increases community pride, which impacts cleanup efforts,
which encourages community watch programs, which assists with neighborhood policing,
which lowers crime rates, which recovers public safety,
which ultimately enhances the residents' quality of life.
If executed, the transformation plan will change the negative stigma attached to the area and will improve the quality of life for the citizens within Ward 6.
And maybe then they can begin to redefine who they are.